We're in today with two 9800 GTX Plus. This is a 2008 video card from BFG with 128 shaders. It's got 512 megabytes of VRAM GDDR3 running at 760 megahertz on the core clock, 1125 megahertz on the memory clock, 256 bits bus width, and today we're gonna pair it up with this i7 4th gen with 4 cores and 8 threads. Very interesting combination, very interesting SLI combination today with two 9800 GTX Plus. I was waiting to find a similar video card like this so I can see how they are performing, because this is a good alternative instead of a 9800 GX2. That is a very legendary video card, but if you're not interested in putting some real money on that video card, because now it's very rare nowadays, this is a very good option. I think the best thing we can do for this setup is just jump in a couple of games and see if this is a good option. Let's go. I think the video card itself is very loud, like because it's a blower style. Even though the video card itself, it's like good with the temps, with the core, it can do the job really nice, but when it comes to maximum fan speed, I think this video card is very loud. Now the problem is there are two of them. And this is gonna be very interesting. Let's hear it. This is not loud. I mean, it's loud. Damn. Let's see it in the main microphone. How it sounds. See? So in the main microphone, it's not that loud. So I can keep it like this, so there is no problem on utilizing it like this, because it's an old video card, 2008. If I can do that for a 2008 video card, I will take it. Alright, the first thing I want to do is jump into Battlefield and see how it's running with 1080p and low details. This is good. This is not good. This is fantastic. Look at that. Holy smoke, I got playable FPS with this. Now this is cool to see. Okay, so 1080p maybe can be too much. No, maybe maximum low 71 degrees. Dude, this is utilizing. Let's go back and put low resolution, because it feels very the FPS is not on point with this. I want less friction with this game. Jumping into the game, explosion, 500 megabytes allocation, 450 megabytes utilized here. This is by far the best thing I can throw to this SLI. What the f? He froze. Did I do something? Maybe it needs a fan in between. All right, let's do a reset. 180 FPS. What the? Maybe something was wrong there. I done a restart on the computer after it crashed, and look at that, 130. Dude, the FPS is bananas. I love this idea this video card is offering. This is good. This is an insane performance from this. I love it. I love the performance this video card is offering. 477 megabytes of VRAM. Oh, yeah. No. I was like, I picked a little and I was like, no, it wouldn't be bad, seriously, to play a little more with this. Performance-wise is good, temperature is good, the VRAM allocation is good. Only 300 megabytes in this situation. It's holding okay-ish, theoretically. I'll take this as a big W. I tried to go there with the rocket. I was like, peekaboo. Is it? I love this, seriously. I love the performance it's offering here, this combination. SLI is doing great if you associate the right games. So Battlefield 3 knows how to put a presence here. Apparently, if you put the right temperature for this combination, and you can actually see, you're gonna get a nice performance. I'm actually surprised now it's nearly 200 FPS. When I was on 1080p, it was something was bad there. I don't know what was there. I'm entering Battlefield 4 with this combination. I want to see how it's holding here. I got 720p with medium quality in order to see if I can get a standing chance on actually playing the game. This is good to see a video card like this running in this game. I'll take this as a big W because it's doing the job. So 70 FPS on average is not bad. The FPS is everywhere. Wow. Oh, calm down. Calm down. Maybe medium detail was too much for this. Seriously. Okay, let's go into the options. Instead of keeping it to medium, let's put to let's say low quality. Maybe with low quality is gonna hold better. With low quality maybe I can get better minimal. That's it. The fact that I'm in a game with video cards so old and it's running this Battlefield 4, it's just majestic, seriously. So Battlefield 3 did a fantastic job. Now I'm with Battlefield 4. So on 720p with low details, I'm trying to get playable FPS. Playable, I mean, the average needs to be above 60, and the minimal needs to be okay-ish theoretically. Doesn't need to be like this. But in this case, you can see it's holding okay. There's no problem on delivering some nice performance from this. Good performance from this. 100 on average, nearly 500 megabytes allocation, and 440 process. Performance-wise, from this, it's in SLI, it's outstanding. If we're jumping now in Call of Duty with this combination on 1080p with maximum details, look at that, 91 FPS. Let's do a reset and see how much. 30% load only. 30% only on the video card's core, 44 degrees, that is good, and 468 megabytes of VRAM allocated with 300 processed. The game is being utilized properly here. The performance is good with this. I got 54 FPS on this occasion with this. Come on, give me back my key. 54 FPS on minimal and 67 on 1%. This is not a bad performance from this Call of Duty with this SLI on 1080p. I was afraid that I will put 1080p and then it's not going to work really nice. But apparently I got only 40% load on the core and it's not bad. Looks okay, runs okay. Call of Duty, apparently it's kind of good with this. System side, I have no problem. 5.4 gig of system RAM with 15% load on the CPU side. I mean, on this resolution with this quality, you can see it's not stressing the computer, so you can actually utilize a lower CPU if you're interested on building a machine like this with the old operating system. Ah! Look at him. My aim, every time somebody hits me, my aim goes like this. His aim was like, Love the game, how it's performing in this occasion with this video card. There's no problem on getting the right FPS. There's lots of options for this 9800 GTX Plus. So I will take this, you know, because it's delivering some nice FPS. It's not stressing the video cards on the core. Temperature is good in this occasion. So yeah, I'll take it. You know, this is how this video card needs to run all the time. This is gonna be great. Let's see how it's running with this Call of Duty on 1080p with maximum details. This is an impressive performance from a setup like this. So if I want to play with 9800 GTX in SLI, I have to die like them, seriously. How many people are online? Seriously? Alright, how many FPS I got? 90 FPS on average, because that's the limit in this case. And nice FPS on average. Let's do one more time a reset to see how, after loading the game, how it's holding. It's holding okay. You know, I don't have no problems on playing the game with this type of combination because I only got like maximum 50% load on the cores. VRAM utilization is good, 500 allocation and 448 on the video card. This is good from an SLI point of view. Good stuff, seriously. I'm curious if you managed to see me. Look at that, snap on. I mean, can't say nothing bad about it because it does a fantastic job in this Call of Duty. Average is good, performance is good. So in this situation, I mean, this is the only thing I can do with this. I'm the only one left with those hackers. No. I got killed by damage. Wait. Do I have SLI? Whoa, I got SLI with Battlefront. I got Battlefront here with SLI. This is gonna be great. So I got 1080p with maximum details. Come on, Smacky said. Oh yes, please, please, I want this game to run on SLI. So I got 80 FPS on average. This is good. I want more FPS from this. I wanna see if I can jump around and capture some. Nice. I got... What's this? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, hello there. This is great. 501st. 501st. Nobody's messing with the 501st. What the? CPU side, I got like 25-30% load on this occasion with this CPU. Apparently SLI is doing great. On the VRAM side, I don't have a lot of allocation. I got 226 megabytes of VRAM allocated from this, and 194 megabytes of VRAM processed. Not a bad performance from this. Is this the place where Yoda is coming? Is that the 3? Nice. Seriously, nice to see this configuration running like this. I don't have a lot of stress from the video card because yeah, it's barely utilized with 50% load in this case. But at the same time, I'm not judging this. Can't believe that Star Wars is working with 9800 GTX Plus. Seriously, this is an awesome game that can be played even today online. You can actually see, you can still find a couple of servers that are still working. That's an interesting thing to see from an old game like this. Let's play with an SLI. Black Ops here. Wait, my mouse is gone. I'm playing this Call of Duty in with a server from America, and I'm like, my latency is like, yes. Who are you shooting, Daniel? Ah! Okay, nice performance, seriously, from this. I got 78 FPS on average. I put everything on 1080p with maximum details, and this is doing a fantastic job. What a nice performance. Maximum load on the core, 500 megabytes of almost allocated, 400 process. It's doing a nice work here. Ooh, this guy plays like insane. Look at him. All right. At least if I can watch the guy play, at least I can see my specs here. I got 479 megabytes of VRAM utilization in this case. Dude, this is an insane performance from the SLI. It's maxed out on the cores. Temperature is kind of good, but I put a fan on the side in order to get playable FPS without any damage to the cores, you know, because I'm interested on performance and I don't want to heat them up. QS battle. In the flash, look at that. BMCG. Dude, this feels like OPs, like some legendary Black Ops Call of Duty championship. Look at him. Look how he's playing. Nice to see this performance from this video card running like this. Dude, I managed to kill 2 people. Ah! Look at him. Yeah, I managed to get the kill cam. Yes, please. What happens if we're jumping in S.T.A.L.K.E.R with this combination on 1080p with maximum details? Well, let me explain. I got 30 FPS here, but it's not enhanced full dynamic light with DirectX 10. It's with normal because with DirectX 10, for some reason, the game doesn't want to start. So I have to go in another computer, start it and modify the configuration, and it was updating because of Steam. This is an interesting performance from this. Let me explain why. I got 500 megabytes of VRAM allocated, 460 processed, 56 FPS here with maximum core load. I'm afraid about this because it's at maximum and the temperature, well, I'm trying my best, you know, put the fan on the side, put 100% fan speed, you know, to keep the video card cool. But yeah, until now I got like 40-50 FPS on average, 32 on minimal. That's not okay. But the quality is spot on. I like the quality. I like everything about this. I got 360 watts from 2 video cards in SLI. Hey, I got 9800 GTX Plus in SLI, and I got only 394 watts. 404 watts consumption. I got 400 watts consumption from 2 video cards like this. I mean, yeah, this is it. You know, this is what I'm expecting. If I want more from this, I think I have to adjust maybe the resolution, maybe enhance full dynamic light. It needs to be lower. Maybe full dynamic light will be okay, and 1366 or 720p. But the average configuration, the average options, the average resolution, quality, everything is good here. I got some spikes here and there. Look at it. I mean, here and there, it's everywhere. Not here and there, it's all everywhere, the spikes, but it's the moment I move the mouse, like, ow. Look at the graph. It's insane. Let's go up. Oh, yo, the spikes are real. Now I got 4 FPS on minimal and 3 FPS on 1%. Well, the system doesn't have any problem, so maybe I will test this with one video card in an older operating system, because you can actually see the system got like 20% load on the CPU with 4.6 gig of system RAM. So the CPU doesn't have any problems, so maybe I can go with a Core 2 quad and maybe we're gonna get the same performance. I'm literally curious how this video card works with an old operating system with this game. Seriously, it's going to be a very interesting test and I'm going to enjoy it. But until now, I mean SLI, and I appreciate how it's working with this. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is working really nice. The only thing that you have to do is adjust that dynamic light in order for the video card or the combination to actually work. In this occasion, I got full dynamic light, 1080p maximum details, and I got some utilization with spikes, you know, kind of everywhere. Seriously, this is insane to see this combination running, but doesn't matter. I have playable FPS. So in this situation, I will say thank you, I will take it, and maybe I will be able to actually play the game. Overall performance in this game is not that bad. I like this idea this game is offering here. So if I'm interested on playing the game, I will definitely lower the resolution and have more performance from the computer with lower quality, or like I said, lower resolution. This it's got lots of options. So 9800 GTX Plus, apparently it's in the right direction with this SLI. So having an SLI like this, 99% load on the core and 100% fan speed is not very ideal. So lowering the resolution, quality, some enhanced light, and making it like a flat performance, it's gonna be more beneficial for you and the video card, you know. So ideal would be to have this with low resolution, you know. On this resolution it feels like I'm on high resolution, and back in the days 1080p and all high resolution was not, because low resolution with high quality made the game look like it was the most high-end gaming ever I was experienced. Seriously, ideal would be to have better performance from this, but if this is the only thing I can get, I'll take it. So 60 FPS, I mean, they say 100 FPS on average, but that's not. I will say 60 FPS is barely there, you know. But doesn't matter. This game, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the whole series, it's just fantastic. Imagine, I played middle one, Clear Sky, and now Call of Pripyat, and then they're all working really nice. But if you play the original one, like Shadow of Chernobyl, it's gonna be very efficient with this SLI. You should have played that one, but if this one is working, the previous one is working with enhanced light, I will say this is an awesome experience. You can actually see the edge is not that blended. Doesn't matter. Definitely a game to put on this SLI. Now, let me explain. I got 1080p, wrong resolution. I got high quality. It's okay. You know, a DirectX 9, but let's see how it's holding with this resolution. I think it's DirectX 9 if I'm not mistaken. There will be to have a lower resolution. I'm gonna try it. If it's not holding pretty well, I'm gonna do justice to this combination and see how it's working. But until now, with 1080p, with DirectX 9 with high quality, it's doing a fantastic job. 350 watts consumption, 300 megabytes allocated, and 290 process. So Dragon Age is working really nice in this case. I got nice performance, utilizing really nice both of the GPUs. 100% fan speed on this occasion with 64 degrees on the first video card. First video card, imagine first video card and the second one. So the first one is gutted, hence why I put a fan on the side, and apparently it's holding around 65, but it's 100% fan speed is like not very ideal in this case. Effects is good, SLI scaling is good, there's no problem in this case with Dragon Age. Everything is good in this situation. You can actually see the game is doing the job here on utilizing both of the cards. And on the system side, I got like 21% load on the CPU. CPU wise, not a big problem. This is actually a fantastic game to actually utilize this SLI. So 3.6 gig of system RAM. I got 15-20% load on the CPU with 350 watts consumption. So overall performance with this computer, with this SLI, kind of fantastic. I like it, and it doesn't have any problems. Even in the fog, look at that, doesn't drop too much. 65 on minimal and 43 on 1%. Overall performance with this SLI in this game is good. So if you are interested on playing some older titles, Dragon Age series apparently is doing job. It's a recommendation. This is Dragon Age 2. Imagine playing Origins and stuff like that. That would be even better, seriously. So retro gaming with this, if you have an old main board, an old computer that has Core 2 Quad, Core 2 Duo, that you can put an SLI on them, that will be something, you know, to have an old board like that. It will be a very interesting choice, you know, because it does the job. There are some hiccups here, see? Hiccups here and there. 21 FPS on minimal and 2 on 1%. I'm guessing when you're changing the zone, and that's it. But yeah, it doesn't have any problems. I like the performance this SLI is offering here, and this is a good thing to see here. Does it run Crysis? This is the most important question that I can offer this setup in this computer. So I got 1080p lowest quality, and I'm gonna ramp it up and see how it's holding, because now at this stage I got, look at it, 140 FPS. This is good. I'm gonna play a little to see how much is gonna drop in the FPS. Maybe some stuttering here and there, I don't know. 438 megabytes of VRAM allocated and 283 megabytes processed. Quality wise it's low, you know, so I can't expect too much from this, but it does the job, you know, the combination. This is what I need from this SLI. So if I'm interested on playing the game, it needs to be with this, with quality like this. This is it. Oh, this is just for science. Look at this. I put everything on maximum details. Whoa, this is 25 FPS. Whoa, look at this. I mean, the quality is spot on with this. 486 megabytes of VRAM allocated and 409 processed. Yo, this is quality. Seriously, this is cool. I'm not going to say. Okay, I just realized on low quality the demolition doesn't work. On high quality, look at that. What the seriously, is with physics? If I got low quality, it doesn't demolish nothing. Look at that. I shot the building with this grenade and it did nothing. Now on maximum quality, nice, genius. Now you managed to figure it out. No, it's okay. It's good. You know, it's good to learn like this after so many years. Okay, Daniel, this is a very interesting performance. So 21 FPS on minimal and 16 FPS on 1%. Crysis with maximum details, apparently. Yeah, very interesting. So with low resolution, I think it's gonna be much better to put it on 1366 or 720p. It will be beneficial for you. But to have maximum FPS in Crysis, oh yes, please. So first off, I want to see how this computer is holding in this occasion with this Need for Speed. Apparently, it's utilizing the video card properly. Next time I want to play some SLI presets games, I need to be here because apparently it's working with this 9800 GTX Plus. So in this occasion, it's allocating 900 megabytes of VRAM and is doing great in this case. This is a fantastic experience because it's got playable FPS. I got maximum load on the core, and I think the most important thing here is to see the video card holding this configuration. The only problem I have with this is 100% fan speed with 67 degrees in this occasion. That's a lot of temperature from this. But aside from that, everything is good. I think this type of game needs to be in every SLI configuration, seriously. I don't know if it's working with... it would be really nice to actually see it with the 200 series. I mean, if it's working like this with 9800 GTX, just imagine with 9800 GX2 in quad. That will be a fantastic treat, because now I got 115 FPS. Now, if you limit the FPS here, you're gonna distress the video card. For instance, now I got 69 degrees. That's not okay. You know, I want the video card to be on the good temperature, you know, like on the safe side with the core temperature. You have 70 degrees with this video card and 100% fan speed and a fan on the side. Well, it's not very ideal, but it does the job. Seriously, it does the job in this case, and you can actually see it's holding pretty well. Nearly 400 watts consumption from both of the video cards, so I will take this as a big W because it does the job and I like it, you know. I'm playing a Need for Speed here, a very totally different Need for Speed that doesn't relate to those old ones. It's like Toka Racing and Formula and racing simulator, and it's not Need for Speed. But regardless, it's in SLI, and that's the only thing that matters. In Skyrim with 1080p and everything put on maximum, the game looks and it runs fantastic with this. This is the type of combination that I want for this video card, seriously. On 1080p is doing exactly what I want. There are some hiccups, I'm not joking, seriously, there are some hiccups. I did a reset now to see if it's holding properly, because I don't like that hiccup, you know. It's like like it's pulsing like a heart attack, seriously. I got 450 megabytes of VRAM allocated and 425. Hopefully it's gonna stay around 70-80% load, and I'm gonna have 60 FPS constant, because this game deserves 1080p with maximum details. And if you can achieve that with this is the type of game that you need to play on this. Definitely in the right game with this SLI. So I will not say nothing bad about it, because it's perfect. The quality, the performance, everything is good about this. 80% load on the core is okay. 60 degrees on the video card is good. 60 degrees on the first one. That is bottleneck, you know, on the airflow with the second one. But I keep seeing spikes. Look at this. Don't know, maybe because of the zone. Maybe the game needs an SSD or a super fast M2. But if you put M2 on, this gonna bottleneck the PCI Express, and you're gonna get less speed on the SLI and Crossfire. So I don't want to do that. I want to have mechanical drives in order to get full speed in this case. But quality wise, performance wise, look at this. This is gorgeous. This is fantastic. This is what I need for this 9800 GTX plus SLI. I mean, this is the ideal environment. If we're jumping in Gothic with 1080p and everything maxed out, we're gonna get a lot of stutter, but it's not about the stutters, it's about SLI compatibility. So this game knows how to utilize two video cards like this. I got very high resolution theoretically for this game, but if you want to see how it's performing and how it's being gathered, this is the way. I got 300 megabytes allocated and 281 processed. So it's got good performance on average. Let's do a reset here, because the minimals is kind of performance wise, 7 minimal, 13 FPS on minimal, and 1 FPS on 1%. The idea is good that is being utilized here with the SLI. On the CPU side, I got like 20% maximum load on the cores, apparently, with 30 watts consumption from this CPU, with nearly 5 gig of system RAM utilized. But the problem is the stutter. Look at this, it's stuttery everywhere. I mean, it's not very ideal, but if you want to play the game, it's kind of interesting to see it. Calm down. If you go on 720p with this combination, the VRAM utilization is going to be lower. I got 173 megabytes of VRAM, 180 now allocated, and 170. Look at that, 200 megabytes of VRAM utilized. Yeah, still got stutter. Look at this. Now 270 watts, 280. Nice performance now with 720p. I can reach 100 FPS now. This is a good thing from this combination, if you're interested. If I jump in Fallout with this on maximum details with 1080p, you can actually see the SLI is doing a fantastic job. I got like 56-60% load on the cores. The view distance is high, the quality is high, the utilization on the video card is next to, I mean, it's around 60%. Oh, it's 80% loaded. Yes, please. 60 FPS, apparently it's achievable easy with this SLI configuration. So this type of setup, I mean, it needs to push games like this with 60 FPS. I'm actually surprised the second one managed to reach 98% load. So when I look at the field, look at this. 98-99% load on the cores. This is utilized at maximum. You can actually see some stuttery frames there. Alright, so 60%, 60 degrees here, 61 with this combination. When I look at the field, ooh, nice, very nice quality. Temperature is sitting around 60 degrees with 100% fan speed. And I think this is the way it needs to be played, this game. But I'm not joking. I don't want this high resolution in this game, because I want the low resolution with maximum quality. With a video card like this, looks very interesting. Seriously, 38 FPS. What the heck? Wow, there's some stutter. Maybe there's a problem here. Look at that. I reach maximum load on the core. Until now, everything is good, but some places apparently stuttering too much. Either way, there is options for me to set up the game, so I can put different type of quality, different type of resolutions, you know, and I can remove the stutter. But I just wanted at maximum to see how it's performing, and it does a fantastic job depending on the zone, apparently. So yeah, can't say nothing bad about it, because it's a good it's a good experience. Keep playing this game with all kinds of Lucy and low-end video card, you know, barely incapable of pushing some nice content or resolution, but in this situation with 1080p with maximum details, this game is bananas. Let me explain and show you why. Maximum quality, maximum effects, everything is turned on at maximum. This is a fantastic thing to see here. 506 megabytes of VRAM allocated. Not bad. This is what I want from this. Quality, performance, everything is good in this case. The frequency on both of the memory and the core are on point. So why is one 75% load and the other one 96% load on the core? Let's just play a little more and see if we can get the other one loaded. But until now, look at that, it's 85%. So it's okay on the load. There is no problem on this occasion because the performance, the effects is good, everything is good. Allocation, 79 FPS on minimal with 49 on 1%. This is ideal, seriously. This is an awesome setup. This is what I need from this. So I will call this a big W because it's doing a fantastic job here, the setup, the SLI. It's not stressing the video cards, this game. So I like it. Oh, look at that. Whenever I'm in a more populated area, it's utilizing both of the video cards. I see 96% load on both of the video cards. All right, Hellgate London, apparently you managed to do it right here in this occasion and show me the performance this video card can have here. System doesn't have any problems. See, remember every single time I'm activating the cores and stuff like that and showing you how it is performing, you can see that only one core is being utilized in this game. So the pattern is good. This is a game that needs to be on your library. If you have a setup like this, maybe 100% you already have the game. If not, and if you're interested on getting a video card like this, you manage to find this video card super cheap and you're like, what I can play on this? This is the right game, you know. So I got 1080p DirectX 9 lowest quality in this occasion because I wanted the video card to be pushed to the limit, and in this occasion you can actually see the quality is still good with this game. The low quality is good, you know, but if you're not interested on low quality and you say I want more details, you can put lower resolution and you can beef up the quality a little. But you can see that it's in the right direction, seriously. So on the quality side, this is not bad. If you're interested on playing the game with this SLI, 372 megabytes of VRAM allocated here for this game and 336 processed. I mean, it's doing the job, this game, in this occasion on utilizing the SLI, 170 FPS. And actually see in some cases it shows that it's actually capable of going on higher quality, but it all depends on you. For me, instance, I will put this performance and I will put this quality and I will limit the FPS because I got 98% load on this occasion with 69 degrees on the core of the video card. I'll give you an example how I can do this efficient because now I see the limit on this. Yes. All right. Now I put 60 FPS as a limit. Yes. Now with 60 FPS as a limit, I already got like 290, 280 watts consumption. So it's in the right direction now with this. Let's see what we got. Like 50% load on the cores, 53 degrees, 55 degrees on the video card's core with 300, 400 megabytes of VRAM in this case. So it's distressing the whole setup. And this is the only thing that matters because if you want the quality, now you can put quality. Now you can put on 1080p higher quality and you're going to get an efficient combination here with SLI that works really nice. So this is the right attitude that I'm expecting from this. So I will take this as a big W for the game because it's kind of cool to see this. I like this idea this video card managed to offer today because it's a very good alternative when it comes to dual video cards, SLI configuration. And if you're interested on building a high-end retro machine that says, you know what, I have an SLI in the computer, this is the way you do it. You know, if you that's the only thing, that's the main factor here, the main board. If you want SLI, the first thing you have to start with the main board. If you can put your hands on a main board, you can find the power supply. If you can put your hands on a main board, you can find the right CPU for that. If you can find the main board, you can find the right SLI video cards, or even Crossfire, or it doesn't matter because I'm getting Crossfire and SLI all the time here. So SLI, Crossfire doesn't matter. Dual BGA solution, cheap dual BGA solution. That's the most important thing in this case. And this is one of them, 9800 GTX Plus. And I'm very surprised that I managed to find two BFG video cards like this running in SLI. I mean, that BFG is a very long time in my library, and I'm actually surprised it's actually working even today, because it was since the beginning of my GPU collection. Very disappointed it took so long to actually find another one like this, but I managed to see the video card today. 500 megabytes of VRAM in SLI. Did it do the job? Yes. Did it do it fantastically? It did it okay. In some games, stuttery, but those ones are just... they were almost there. With some adjustments on the quality and the resolution, it would have been fantastic. I recommend something like this because they are cheap, and yeah, if you have any suggestion in the future with this video card with an old operating system, you want to see something specific, leave a comment, smash that like button, and as usual, I will see you very soon.